Okay. Hello, Terry.
Hello. I'm just going to show you some antiquing. Nath is making a very cool miniature knife roll for our very special knives that were gifted to us by Stella and Jason, actually, or Jason. They're very cool knives. Okay, so he's actually carved and tooled an image of the knives on the outer panel, predominantly using two different backgrounding tools. So the idea here being that the knives will stand out with the antique, because the antique will settle deeply into all of that tooling. It's pretty cool, actually. Okay, so with antiquing, this is a liquid that has got dye and sealer in it. It's a bit different than the antique paste that you've probably seen us do. This needs to be applied very liberally, making sure that it goes into all of the tooling. And it's a fun thing because you can clean it up to give a really smooth finish, or you can leave it really kind of motley. It's very popular in our classes to use antique, and in particular antique whiskey. It's everybody's favourite, nearly, most people. I don't care about my brush marks because I'm going to clean them all up. And if I clean this all up and I want it darker, I can do it again. If I clean this all up and some of it's dried a bit more than I would have liked, that's easily fixed by applying the antique again and cleaning it up again, because it'll loosen anything that dried. So very, very flexible, adaptable and fun, and really cool how you can get such different looks or styles with it.
So how much water are you putting on there, Terry?
I'm just making my paper towel just slightly damp. It's not soaking wet. And I like to let this start to dry because it helps to prevent me from wiping it out of the tooling. And I am going to go around and avoid the actual knives where the tooling is to start with, because I am going to get some of this starting to clean up, and some of it I really want the knives to be darker. The paper towel does get, I don't know, kind of clogged up with the antique, so you need to shift to a fresh bit of paper towel as you go. And you can see how it's sitting even in the texture of the leather of this hide. And there's a few sort of wrinkles where you've started to fold the panel. And so you can see that there's no residual of the paint of the brush marks once you finish cleaning this all up. And I'm trying to focus on the edges, like the background around the edges of the knives, because if I clean that up well, then the contrast between the background and the actual knife will be greater. And it's very appropriately named because I'm sure you would agree it's got a very aged look, or an antique look. How's that, Nate?
Beautiful. I wonder
Okay.
if you can hear the rain. Oops.
Okay.
Woohoo.